All right, so we'll continue from where we stopped in the previous video. So now don't forget that whatever is cos at the x component will be sine at the y components. Now look at, you can see that 10 cos 30 degree here is 10 sine 30 degree here, so you can see that already. All right, so you can see now. So but at the same time you have to take note of the negative sign, so don't let me waste time on that. So now let's go. Now look at this 9 Newton. Look at this 9 Newton here. If you look at it carefully, you will discover that it doesn't really have an angle of its own. You understand what I'm saying? Now when you are dealing with a 9 Newton like this, so look at here now, I put 9 cos 0 degree. So you might not waste time putting 9 cos 0 degree. All you need to do is to just find the component with which it belongs to. Does it belong to x axis or y axis? So find that axis. If it belongs to y axis, then you put it under the y component. You understand? You can just write it directly as 9 Newton. The reason why it's carrying negative is because this is the negative side of the x component. I hope you understand and get that. So that's how that works. So that will be easy. I'm telling you an easy method to undo things like that. I'm telling you an easy method to undo that. Yeah, so that's how that works. So then after all things have been done, then finally you add all the factors together. For the x component you add everything. So when you add, what you finally get here is the 6.97 Newton. So go to the y component also. So when you add it together, you finally get minus 9.29 Newton, as you can see here. So can you see? So that's that. Now after you have gotten that, that will lead you to getting the resultant. So getting the resultant, so let me bring it back a bit. So can you see? So the resultant, that's the sum of the square of the x component and square of the y component, as you can see here. So can you see? Square of both of them, so we give you the result, which is 11.61 Newton. So which you can see here. So now the direction, you use tan theta equals to opposite over adjacent, so that will give you it. So you will get 52.3 Newton. I have to cancel this, so because I put 36.88, you get 52.3. okay, now let me show you. After you have gotten your resultant for x and the total summation of the x component and the summation of the y component, now the next thing you do is to place it on this cardinal point I will be showing you now. Okay, now look at it. For our y component we have minus 9.29 Newton. Now which is our reason for putting it at this side? You understand? For our y component, so that's the reason why it is at this side. Normally I didn't mean it's not carrying minus, it would have been around here. So you understand? So it does, it's just like drawing a cross. You understand? Then try to check where it is located. So that's how that one is. So and also at the x component, so look at it, look at what we have there. So we have 6.97. because it is plus, we have to put it at this side and not at this side. I hope you are getting what I'm saying. So that's how that is come about. So you just put dotted line just to balance it. Put dotted line for the y axis, trace it. Then for the x axis, trace another dotted line here. So you understand, that's how that works. And you draw a diagonal. So this is the diagonal here. From here you bring it down here. So that's your diagonal. So you can see, so from there you'll be able to calculate your result. Then your resultant is 11.61 Newton. So and the direction of your resultant is 52.3. take note, not 36.88, 52.3 Newton. So you understand? So that's how that works. That's how that. So we get it finally, the angle of our result, just using tan theta. Tan theta goes to opposite over adjacent, and our opposite here is, that's the one facing the angle. Look at this. This is the angle here. This is the angle here. You will agree with me. Now the one facing the angle is our opposite, so that's minus 9.29 Newton. So you don't need the minus again when you are looking for your angle. You understand? So just use 9.29 Newton. So that equals to opposite over adjacent. Your adjacent is this. So you understand, your adjacent is this. So you already know your hypotenuse is the longest side. That's your resultant. So that one cannot be adjacent. So you understand? So that's how it works. So after you have done that, so finally you get your, and that's how it is done. As simple as that. As simple as that. As simple as that. So that's how it is done. So take note carefully. Take note. So that's how to resolve several vectors inclined at different angles. So if you have even 10, this is how you will resolve them if you obey the laws properly. So alright, thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.